Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I would never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for viewing, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. And for those who logged in and joined me when my cousin was up here, thank you. Once again, she has candles that she is selling that are dress candles. And the name of her company is Dennison Wellness. And you can find her on Instagram. She's currently working on building a website, but on Instagram, she is at Dennison Wellness. We spoke a little bit. Thank you so much. We spoke about, her candles. She's been making these candles for years for our family members, keeping it in-house. True story. However, now with a boost from all of us, she's putting them out there. The candles are dressed. If you understand voodoo, witchcraft, if you understand root work, it's what we call dressed, is when the candle is made up for a person's needs, right? Dress can help and dress can hurt. We don't do that over here. Let me tell you, we don't do that over here. But on her card, she speaks about her southern roots, the sacred light candle, and the modern calm. So she has 3 different candles. And if you saw the video, because I posted clips of the video with her up here, she goes more into detail about her candles. They are great candles. They're dressed. And dress simply means for whatever your need is. She has them fixed up for you. Whatever she puts in there, I can't tell you what she puts in there, let me tell you, because then I'll be giving away her recipe and I won't do that. But right now she has the Bayou Gold and the Bayou Calm. And because she has deep roots from New Orleans, I don't. But she does, she does. Her candles, the Bayou Gold, is crafted for abundance, prosperity, and forward moving. The light Bayou Gold, so when you calling in opportunities for yourself, when you want an expansion or a shift towards greater clarity and a financial flow, that would be the candle that you would gravitate to, the Bayou Gold. And the Bayou Calm is created for peace, protection, and spiritual grounding. Light Bayou Calm to quiet the mind, settle your spirit, or fortify the energy around you and your space. These candles represents the heart of Danielson Wellness, the legacy, setting the intention, and the quiet power of this Southern rooted ritual. She has strong roots in Florida, which she and I share that. She is my father's niece. Her father and my father are brothers. So, if you want to check her out, she's Danielson Wellness. Today I'm doing a cancer reading. You may hear my pooch in the background. We have many pooches, let me tell you. You know how some people are cat people and it's like the old lady with 50,000 cats? Well, I am that older woman and I have several dogs and they all live in the house. And no, my house doesn't stink, but I'm a lover of animals. I love animals. Not all animals, but I do have a heart for many different types. Um, I've had iguanas. I had iguanas. I've had ferrets. I had hamsters. Biggest mistake of my life because they breed like crazy. I've had rabbits, same thing. And the list can go on and on. Had chinchillas, birds, you name it, I've had it, right? Ask me if my mother was okay with it. Absolutely not. She hated my fetish for animals, but she allowed me to have them. Same thing with my husband. Ask me, is he okay with it? Absolutely not. But he allows me to have my peace. I do have a French bulldog that I am giving away for free. He's a beautiful, handsome, loving dog. I do love him. I purchased him, believe it or not, at a Walmart in a parking lot. Yes, I don't often go to Walmart at all. And one day I went to a Walmart and this gentleman was sitting inside this baby blue BMW and he had Frenchies for sale. I also breed Frenchies, right? And before you guys say, oh, you breed dogs, yes, I do. But he had Frenchie for sale, so I wanted to check him out. So I went over to the car and he had one dog for sale. I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, so I instantly knew he was going through a financial hardship, that he really didn't want to give up his dog. True story. And I asked him what was his price. He gave me a price. I felt like the price was a lot, but I did understand his financial hardship straight up. I can feel that he was sleeping in his car with this dog. So I said to my husband, let me really think about it because we have our dogs. If we come back, if he's still here, I'm going to, speak to him again. 2 weeks later, I went back to Walmart, and that's very rare because, like I said, I don't go to Walmart. He was sitting in the car again. My husband immediately said, nope. And I said, well, let's go check it out. So I said to him, your price is still the same? He said, yes. I said, okay, let me go home. Hey, Relly, let me grab my male Frenchie and my female adult Frenchie to see if they get along. So he was like, okay. Went home, got my dogs. Everything was fine. When we got home, this little fucker, he was crazy as hell. He didn't want to share toys, so he was toy aggressive. He ate like he had never eaten before, which I told you this gentleman, the energy that I got, he was sleeping in his car. And this dog ate like it was always going to be his last meal. I had a male Frenchie already, so this guy wants to be the alpha. You can't be an alpha. when there's already an alpha established in the home. So every time he saw my male Frenchie, it was on sight. And this guy is small. And that's that short man complex. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not making this up. My short brothers out there too. But you know, some of y'all come with that little feisty energy. To prove that just because I'm short, I can. I will. A true story. Listen, I got a short son. And my short son is very feisty, right? Very aggressive. So this Frenchie, he's a small Frenchie. And he doesn't pair well with the male dog at all. He wants to be the alpha no matter how big another dog is. He wants to be the alpha. So I want to give him to a good home, but not a home that has animals already. But I am giving him away. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for him because it's none of your business, especially if I'm giving him away for free. Just say somebody should have knocked me in my head when I purchased this dog. He comes with his papers. He is not neutered. And I know a lot of people may say, well, just get a dog neutered and that will calm him down. That is not the truth. Just because you get a dog neuter, it doesn't mean it's going to calm their temperament down. For some, yes, but for others, no. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? That's how I feel. And I've been breeding dogs for over 25 years. So you newbies, don't come at me with that. I'm not going to neuter him. I don't suggest that anybody neuter him. That's like forcing someone to get a vasectomy, right? Or tying their tubes. It's not necessary, not unless it's a health condition. And mental health has nothing to do with your private area. True story, right? Because if that be the case, they would make all the rapists become neutered, right? I'm just saying. But I do have a male Frenchie that I do want to give to a good home. And it has to be a good home. I've seen people on TikTok that homes were so fucking filthy. And there was this one girl, she had a deceased puppy in her bedroom. And a friend of hers in the background recording it. And she was getting dressed to go out. And I'm like, damn, somebody should have called the cops on her. You know what I mean? Because that's animal cruelty. I don't believe in animal cruelty. I love animals. So I'm going to vet anybody out that I give this little boy to. He's small. He's a smaller Frenchie. My Frenchies are standard. But this one, I hate to give him away because he came from his dad that I purchased and then to me. But if I had no other dogs, I would keep him. And I do have a schnauzer that he does get along with. And I have a mixed dog that he does get along with, but they're older. So I feel like he doesn't bother them because they are older and he just knows that they're on their last leg. So I'm just not going to give them the business. But other than that, he's with it. You know what I mean? He's with it. He's feisty to other animals, not towards humans. And he loves to sit in your lap. He loves to take a bath. When I give him a bath, he lays down like I'm giving him a massage. He loves bath time. And if you're taking a bath, you better close your bathroom door because he will try to jump in the tub with you because he thinks it's his bath time too. He's a great dog. He wants to sit in your lap. He wants to cuddle. He wants to kiss. He's the perfect dog, but not towards other dogs. So these are house dogs. He's fully potty trained. Um, He'll let you know too when he needs to go to the bathroom, but all the work is done. Fully up to date on all his shots. I'll give you all his medical records and his paperwork to whereas you still have full breeding rights if that's what you desire to do. But, you know, I made a video, if you look back, and I have him posted on my platform, and you'll be able to see him. He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. And when I take him to the vet, other people are interested, but I always say no because they're there with an animal. So I want to give him to a home that doesn't have an animal. I don't want you passing him off to the next person because I fully warned you that he should be the only dog. And then when you get upset that he's not getting along with your dog, then you're passing him off to the next house. So to avoid that, I'm only going to give him to a home that has no dogs. Now, if you say, well, how would she know? Where are you? Understand you ran across a real one, so I will definitely know if you have other animals. I will definitely know if you have the right energy for him. And trust me, I love him like crazy, but he just can't be with this pack of animals that I do have because he wants to be the alpha. Like I said, anytime he's with my other dogs, it's on site. So he has to go outside by himself, go for walks by himself because he always wants to be on site. But he's not people aggressive. He's not children aggressive, but he is aggressive towards other animals. If you have an older animal, maybe he may not be, but we don't want to chance it. Um, he's a little boy. He's small. So I always say he has short man problems because he's a little tiny Frenchie. My other Frenchies are standard, the original size before people started shrinking them, right? And he's one of those ones that are shrunk. He's smaller, he's compact, and he's handsome, but I am giving him away for free. I am. And free does not mean that I will deliver him to you. When I had a person online, and she's up here right now, and I mean no disrespect, she assumed that if I'm giving the dog away, that I would deliver the dog in another state. Me no had no long money like that. I'm not delivering a dog that I'm giving away for free. If you want the dog, you will come and get the dog. I'm not delivering a dog at all. And I'm not paying for a dog that I'm giving away for free to be delivered to someone. So we just need to get that out of the water right now. I am not going to give away a dog for free, and I pay money to deliver a dog to you. That makes no sense for anyone. I am not even going to get in my car and drive the dog to you. Nope. Not unless you give me my gas and my time. And you see, I'm a big girl. I might need lunch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But if you're interested, you are welcome to do a video call with me. You can look at the dog. You're welcome, if you're really serious, to come and check the dog out. Now, you're like, ooh, yes, you come check the dog out to make sure that you mesh together. Because I don't want him going from your house to another person's house. A stability, right? It's like with a kid in foster care. They're moved around, and mentally they become discombobulated, right? Same thing with an animal. You're like, they're not human. Yes, they have feelings. So they go from the person that I bought them from to my home, and now I'm giving them to someone else. When I give them to someone else, it needs to stop there because it's called stability. But let us get to this Cancer reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. I hope everyone is doing well. Tonight, I will be doing a Virgo reading, but it will be on my YouTube platform. I will be doing a Virgo reading. This is for the sign of Cancer. You know, I'm a Cancer as well. Let me just say that. And I know you guys could see my jelly beans over here. Listen, I'm addicted to sugar and I'm working on it. I'm working on myself. Trust me. But I'm a Cancer as well. And we are, we are very nurturing people. A lot of people like to say that Cancers are emotional. But I say we have very powerful emotions. A lot of people say that we are empathetic, which we are. Like I said with the dog, I don't want him leaving my house, going to your house, and then you're giving him to someone else. It has to stop at your house. If not, give him on back to me. A lot of people feel as though Cancers are sentimental, which we are. Cancers are born between July 21st and July 22nd. Our symbol is the crab. We are a water element just like our cousins, Pisces and Scorpio. We are represented by the planet, the moon. We represent the fourth house as well. And when it comes to Cancers, we need to pay attention to our chest area and our stomach area. Pay attention to what you put into your stomach, your chest area, breathing problems such as bronchitis, asthma, things of that nature. So drink your teas that cleanse the body. A lot of Cancers love shiny and bright things, such as golds and silvers. They love the color blue, white, just as well as sea green, right? All the things that are around the ocean, in the ocean. And if you have family like me from Florida, just about everybody's house got turquoise in it or orange, some type of bright color, right? You know, Cancers, they bring people to the deep waters of emotion. Let me just say that. From their most cherished childhood memories to their most haunted wounds. They make people feel deeply, and they feel deeply as well. Cancer remembers it all. Childhood memories, the good, the bad, the ugly. They have one of the best memory banks. Cancers are not afraid to be vulnerable, let me tell you. But they do have this keen survival instinct. They are going to protect themselves with their pinchers. Much like the crab that symbolizes who they are. Cancers does not walk around with their heart on their sleeves. Like many of you may be confused about, you may think that Cancers have powerful emotions, which entails them to wear their hearts on their sleeves, but they actually don't. They are so protective over who they are. And they do not wear their hearts on their sleeves. They have this hard outer layer of moodiness and defensiveness that everyone has to get through. But past that part of the shell is the soft, tender side of the shell. You know, that's the natural caregiver, the protective friend, and the imaginative lover. Cancer must protect his or her most treasured gifts. That's the people they love. Whether it's family, it's a friend, it's a co-worker, it's a neighbor, it's the person that's the clerk at the grocery store. When a Cancer loves, they will protect what they love. And to them, love is their most treasured gift. Cancers equal LOVE. You know, plain and simple. Good morning to you. Good morning. If I don't see all of your messages, excuse me. When I sit back and I get into a reading, I'm there. I'm there. And I've cleansed my space before I came to the reading, and I cleansed myself. But let's get to the reading. You know, I got to put on my handy dandy glasses to read these cards. They are bifocals. You know, that comes with age. I always have to say that. But they come with age. I hope I have this angle accurately so you'll be able to see the cards as they lay. I'm doing a 9-card spread for the sign of Cancer, male or female. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female, I will say so. If I say nothing, understand that we all have both masculine and also feminine energies. You know where you stand in those energies. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Thank you for that heart eternally. I saw you. These cards turned over. I'm going to take these right here. Spirit guides, what message can we deliver to Cancer at this time? Thank you so much. We have 2 bonus cards. 2 bonus cards, Cancer. Let us get started on this reading. The first card that we're starting with is the Cheetah Spirit. I have on cheetah house shoes. Let me just say that. But we're starting off with Cheetah Spirit. Cancer, Spirit is advising you to remain focused on your goals. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the roses. I am truly grateful. Spirit wants to remind you to remain focused on your goals. There's something that you have been trying to do, that you want to do, and you possibly have been wishing upon a star. Spirit wants you to remain focused on your goals, whatever this is. Even if you've been meditating to manifest a specific outcome, it's yours. They want you to remain focused. You know, let me tell you, if you feel like someone is getting in your way or trying to stop you from progressing, what can the cheetah do? Run. So you can easily outrun your enemies. Anybody that doesn't like you, who wishes you ill will, we're going to give them these. These are the biggest fuck yous ever, because there's nothing or anyone that can get in your way. I'm telling you, you can outrun all of your enemies. What another person thinks or feels about you has nothing to do with you. That is how they feel about themselves. Prepare to act quickly, because whatever this is that you've been asking for is coming in quickly. I watched your live for 100 minutes. Oh, thank you. Listen, let me tell you, my lives are long. Oh my goodness, they're long. But anytime that I do a reading, I try to give everyone as much information as I possibly can for all the signs. I don't just cater to one specific sign, not even mine, but I try to give out as much information as I can. You have some tarot readers that'll give you half of a reading, and then they'll tell you, if you want to hear the other half, to go to their Patreon. No, I don't think that's fair, but to each his own. I try to give everyone as much as I can. I do have a personal website to whereas you can book a reading with me, but what I give you here, I'm going to treat you the same way on my personal, but a little bit more. Do you understand what I'm saying? So right here, I try to give everyone as much as I can. This is for free. And you're doing me justice just by watching, giving me your time, sharing the channel, coming back. That's enough for me. So I am truly grateful. But Cancer, we have out of sight. Out of sight. They say out of sight is out of mind. That's true for some people. But with your enemies, when you're out of sight, it makes them wonder even more, what is Cancer doing? But the hidden things of wisdom are inside of you. These enemies, you don't have to sit there and try to wonder who they are, because you know who these people are. The fake smiles, the fake laughs, that energy that they really don't care for you, but they put up with you, or when you try to tell them about your win, they have something negative to say, but in a joking way. Let me tell you, some things are best kept a secret. Your wins, you don't have to share them with everyone. No one needs to know. Spell work, people do it just by speaking to you like I'm speaking to you right now. When someone is saying something negative to you and they try to bypass it off as a joke, that's spell work. Even me, when I say give them the middle finger, that biggest F you ever, that's spell work. Fuck you, and a double fuck you. So serious. And a triple fuck you. I am so serious, and that's to all of my enemies. And I do have a few enemies that monitor, that watch me, and I still give them the fuck you. I am a spiritual woman, but I am human in the same breath. You understand? Listen, I'm a Cancer. I have very powerful emotions, okay? But believe it before you see it. Whatever this is that you've been asking the universe for, believe that it's yours even before you receive it, and your job is done. We have portal of light, Cancer. Portal of light. New doors are opening. Let me just say that. So if you've been recently putting in job applications somewhere, you will get the job. Even if you feel like somebody else is more qualified than you are, you're getting the position. New doors are opening. If this is about relationships, you'll be meeting someone. If this is about a current relationship you're in, it's going to grow. But a breakthrough is happening. That's what the portal of light is, a breakthrough. So allow yourself to expand. Allow yourself to grow. No negative thinking. The only thing that should be in that mental space, I will, I am, I can, and it's done. Because when you get to know your crown chakras, you have to constantly charge them. You know, when it comes to your crown chakra, that's I know. So when I tell you to go to that mental space, that mind space, I know it's mind. I know it is happening. And I know that it'll be here soon. No matter what it is that you're trying to manifest into your reality. So your crown chakra is I know. Your third eye chakra is I see. That's why when you meditate, you go and you have the mental picture right here, just above your eyes. And your eye chakra is right here. And when you're focusing on what it is that you desire, you're looking through it, even though your eyes are closed. So your third eye chakra always is labeled as I see, because whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself, you must see it. Whether it's a new car, see yourself in that new car in your mind's eye, that crown chakra. I know that that car is mine. That house is mine. That man is mine. That girl is mine. That job is mine. Mine, mine, mine. You have to believe it. You have to know it. You have to speak it with the throat chakra. So speak it. Speak it out loud. Speak it quietly, but speak it. Not only when you speak it, it has to be accompanied with an emotion, a feeling of knowing. So if you know that you just won $1 million, how does that make you feel? Good, right? Fabulous, marvelous, right? It makes you want to cry, scream, jump for joy. So anytime that you meditate to manifest a specific outcome for something that you desire to have, it has to be accompanied by a feeling of just knowing, feeling good. And then that's when the heart chakra comes in. And that means I love. I love that I won this $1 million. I love my car. I love my house. Yes, we can love things. Yes, materialistic things we can love, because you love your car because you no longer have to ride the bus or walk or catch an Uber. You love your house because it's yours and you don't have to listen to someone on top of you or under you making so much noise. This is your home. I'm just saying. So yes, the heart chakra is I love, I love, I love. And then when it comes to the solar plex chakras, it is I have. I have all that I desire, because you have to see yourself with whatever it is that you desire. You have to see it as if you already have it right here in the palm of your hand. So the key to that new car is here in the palm of your hand. The key to your new house is here in the palm of your hand. That's the solar plexus chakra. That means I have. See, you have to ignite all of these things when you are meditating for something. And that sacred chakra, that feeling of happiness, of knowing that it's already yours. And then that root chakra, I am everything that I say that I am. I am knowing, I am feeling, I am seeing, I am speaking, I am love. I have it all. I feel, and I am. And you just wrap all of those together and bring it to your meditations. Meditations and praying are the same thing. We just do it differently. My praying folks, a lot of y'all get on your knees, my religious people. And two, my spiritual people, we sit on our buttocks. Same thing. We're meditating. The Bible says that the meditations of your heart are your prayers. Same thing with us, the meditations of our crown, our third eye, our throat, our heart, our solar plexus, our sacred chakra, and our root chakra all rolled up into one. And those are our meditations. But there's a portal of light here. New doors are opening. New doors are opening. Know it. Know it. Cancer, know that new doors are opening for you. We have the universe. This is beautiful. We have the universe. That means you can have it all right here in the palm of your hand. The universe, Cancer, that means you are in alignment with your power. And I gave you the easiest tools to use: your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your sacred chakra, and your root chakra. So when you combine all those together, simply means the universe. That means that you are in alignment with your power. And that power is something that no one can take from you, not even these enemies. Because I see that, yes, you do have some enemies. Enemies could be a family. It could be a friend. It could be a co-worker. It could be a neighbor. But you do have an enemy around. And as the card said, as Spirit says, you don't have to inform anyone of your wins, of what you're doing, how you're doing. It's nobody's business, because people can use their tongue to cast spells on you. So use your powers to manifest whatever this is that you desire to have for yourself. You are most definitely surrounded by divine support. Call upon your ancestors, call upon your angels. Do you know our angels are always with us? They never intervene without our express permission. So anytime I come to a reading, I'm like, to my team, help. I want you to help me in this reading. I ring this bell and I call on my spiritual team when I ring that bell. Sometimes I do it before the reading, off camera. Sometimes I do it during camera. But I'm always calling on my spiritual team. Even before I do a personal reading with someone, whether it's mediumship, whether it's a psychic reading, whether it's a personal tarot reading, whatever the case may be, I never approach a reading without calling on my team. True story, without calling on my team. The universe, you have it. You have that power. Use that power. I speak about the power that we all have often in these videos, but you are surrounded by divine support. You know, once upon a time, right? It was a few years ago. My daughter and I had went shopping, and my husband had gone to visit the grandkids. And we were returning home at the same time, but in different towns. They were doing some road work when my daughter and I were traveling home. And when they were doing the road work, a car came into my lane and it was coming at me head on. So I said to my daughter, fuck it. At least we're about to go together. Those were my exact words to my daughter. She didn't say a word. Going to the right was this barricade, because I knew once I hit it, we was going to be effed up. All of a sudden, the car still kept coming in my lane. I'm like, damn, they're not even turning or anything. So I had no other choice but to swerve to the right, and I never hit the barricade. The pickup truck lifted up. My daughter and I were looking at each other, and then it comes down. And I said to my daughter, did you fucking feel that? She was like, no, I don't know anything. I didn't see nothing. I didn't feel anything. I said, girl, stop it. Do you know what just happened? She was like, I just want to go home. She said, I just want to go home. So I called my husband. I'm like, do you know what just happened to us? The truck lifted up. He said, wait a minute, I got something better for you. I said, what? He said, this car was just coming head on at me, and I almost just had an accident. Do you know it was at the exact same time that my daughter and I were in the car about to have an accident, and he too. But he was going over like a bridge. And I was like, whoa, somebody was trying to take us the fuck out, but they didn't succeed. You know why? Because we had our team. Do you know I never called on help? I never called help. that's when your angels will intervene without your express permission. Because do you know we already have a time and date? Everybody has a time, everybody has a date when they will expire this life, moving on to the next round. Guess what? It wasn't my time and it wasn't my day, nor my daughters, nor my husband. And guess what? Here we are. So they will intervene without our express permission in an emergency. Sometimes, if it's not your time and if it's not your day. But that happened to me. That happened to us. That happened to my husband. And I was like, somebody really hates us. I'm like, for real. Somebody wanted us done dirty. But here we are. Here we are. I'm speaking to a Cancer that is very powerful. And you have a whole spiritual team. You have that divine support. Use it. Anytime I do a reading, and if I get a card like this or similar to this, I tell people to call upon your family members, call upon your ancestors. And I've had a few people that say to me, when I was adopted, I don't know my family. You come from a bloodline. You're still connected to the family you don't know. So still call upon your ancestors. Call upon your angels. Call upon your spiritual team. Because you are a direct descendant of the universe, if nothing else. But you are a person that comes from a bloodline. And just because somebody gave you up, they have their reasons or not. But let me just tell you, you still can pray to those family members because you do come from somewhere. We all come from somewhere. We have the Galaxy Wheel. This is another beautiful card to have, Cancer, the Galaxy Wheel. The Galaxy Wheel is simply put, the wheel is turning in your favor. The first card you got was that cheetah period. That means don't stop, get it, get it. That means don't stop. Remain focused on your goals. You know, a few days ago, I went to my husband and I said, give me 3 months for A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I really don't even mean 3 months, but I just put a number on it for him because he needs details, right? So I said, 3 months, such and such and such is about to happen. Listen, I'm a Cancer. Let me tell you, I'm remaining focused. I'm focused on a certain goal. And I can outrun any enemy. And trust me, I do have some family, non-family. Listen, people are always going to dislike you because of how they feel about who they are. But be prepared to act quickly. Because whatever this is that you're asking for is coming in quickly. The Galaxy Wheel backs it up. What goes around comes back around again. Let me just tell you, my enemies, whatever they try to throw at me, it just hits them right back. I always try to tell people that karma is my best friend. Y'all better get acquainted with karma, meet karma, know her, love her, because she's a bitch, good or bad. Meaning that if you do somebody dirty, she gonna smack you in your face and let you know you were wrong. But if you do right and do good to others, she's always gonna be by your side and block these enemies. I have no karma to pay for. So karma and I, we get along like peanut butter and jelly. So the wheel is turning in your favor, Cancer. The wheel is turning. The Bible, from a Bible thumpers, the Bible says that I will allow your enemies to be your footstool. That means that I'm going to allow your enemies to watch you grow. You don't have to tell them nothing. Oh, I got a new car. I got a new house. I won $1 million. It's nobody's business. You're supposed to keep things secret, keep moving, keep living while they watch. How did Cancer get that? Why does Cancer have that? Why does Cancer have so much favor? Because we understand the vernacular of I am. I love saying I am. I am. My grandfather taught me that, you know? And a lot of people don't even know that in the native language, when they say, that is, I am, I am, I am. Man, my grandfather taught me that since I was a kid. Whether I was doing right or something wrong, he will always say, you are who you are. I am who I am. That galaxy wheel is spinning, Cancer. An invitation to turn things around. You have an open door to do what you need to do for you. You have an invitation from the universe to turn your life around. How do I turn my life around? Simply start seeing what you desire to have for yourself. Simply putting it in the mind's eye, seeing it in that third eye chakra, but knowing, because that's the crown chakra. I know, I see, and you have to speak it into existence. That's the throat chakra. You have to believe everything that you say. But understand that the universe understands energy. So if you don't believe it, they know. And everything has to come from the soul, the heart. So the heart chakra is, I love me. It means I love. I love what I'm asking for. I love the universe. Thank you for being my life support. Thank you for being my lifeline. Your solar plexus chakra, that's I have. It is right here in the palm of your hand. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to feel it. You have to be able to touch it. When you put something in the mind's eye, feel it. Feel that new car. Feel the keys in the palm of your hand. So you're just not meditating, you're visualizing. You're going back to that childlike stage of who you are that had the best imagination. You have to allow the imagination to run wild. Before the hurt, before the pain, you had an imagination. And even when the hurt and the pain came, you still had an imagination to run away, to get away, far away. I'm just saying, you have an imagination no matter if you've been through toxic situations or beautiful, warm, and fuzzy situations. You have to feel. And that's that sacred chakra. And then you have to know that I am powerful. That's that root chakra. That means you're grounded. Listen, I can't do this any other way, Cancer, because I'm a Cancer as well. I speak about manipulation all the time. If you ever caught me, you've heard me speak about manipulation. And I was just speaking about manipulation to my husband last night. We were having a conversation about a movie we were watching. Spirit wants you to pay attention to the people around you so you can figure out their true motives. And I know that's easier said than done. My husband always says that you have an unfair advantage because you see people. You get to see and know. I don't think it's an unfair advantage because it keeps me safe. It keeps me safe. For you to be safe, you have to pay attention to the people around you. This just go back hand in hand with the out of sight card that there's some hidden things, hidden people, hidden agendas, hidden motives that surround you, Cancer. So some things are better kept a secret, meaning your business is not everybody's business. Your business is nobody's business. Be careful. Listen, the universe is going to shed light on what's concealed. But you're powerful. There's someone here who's powerful and who can already see. But Spirit wants you to wait for more to be revealed. There's something that's about to happen. Capricorn got a reading from me a few days ago. And if you're connected to a Capricorn, and if you have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, they got the same thing, that somebody out of the blue is going to come knocking on their door, right? Out of the blue, something is about to be revealed to you, Cancer. But how about this? New life. Welcome to the new life, Cancer. Welcome to the new life. A new you is emerging. Listen, a new you. You have so much promise. You have so much potential. That's why your first card was the cheetah spirit, and you are to remain focused on your goals because you can easily outrun your enemies. Yes, there are going to be people trying to get in the way of your success, but what did I tell you? Fuck them. Just like that. Do 2 of those. F them. Listen. Trust the incubation period. A fetus stays in the womb for 9 months. That's the incubation period. The eyes have to grow, the ears, the fingers, right? You've been in an incubation period. Spirit is saying, did you trust it? I know I trusted my incubation period. I tell you, no matter who was around me that was negative, not believing, not seeing, I don't need to see through their eyes. I don't need to feel what they feel, but I stood 10 toes down. Welcome to the new life. Whatever that new life is for you, whatever you desire, whatever you can imagine, whatever you were imagining is yours. It's yours, Cancer. We have a breakthrough. I love this. We have a breakthrough. Listen, the breakthrough simply means expect unexpected twists and turns. There's going to be twists and turns. Did you think it was going to be that easy? There's going to be twists and turns, but guess what? You that cheetah spirit. You're not even worried about those twists and turns. Listen, because the breakthrough is suddenly something coming to fruition. When you meditate, you're meditating for a specific outcome for it to come to fruition. So you're dissolving these obstacles with ease. Don't forget, you are that cheetah spirit. We have lighting the way. Now, this is my favorite card in this deck. Lighting the way, Cancer. On my end, the camera froze. On your end, it did not. So just give me 1 second while I try to put the puzzle in the box. It's kind of difficult because I do wear these glasses. Wait a minute, I do it again. And just because you wear glasses doesn't mean that your eye doctor gets it right. I thought about laser surgery, but I don't know if I want somebody digging in my eyeballs like that. My goodness, excuse me, I'm going to try one more time. My goodness. I know this is not pleasant. I'm trying. Oh, I got over that obstacle. That was a breakthrough. Let me tell you, but you're going to come through these obstacles with ease. Sometimes we have to go through things to be shown things so that we can appreciate when something comes into our very existence, right? So to appreciate it, you have to stumble a little bit. You have to crawl. And then you can continue to walk, proceed, but always with caution, lighting the way. As I told you, my favorite card in this deck is lighting the way. Allow yourself to be guided. That's you accepting help from your angels, your guardian angels, your archangels. This is you allowing yourself to trust yourself. Because the soul of you is your compass. That's that all-knowing. Because the soul, after we leave this flesh, the flesh will deteriorate. It has nothing to do with us. That's what we once upon a time look like. Those old bones, whatever the case may be, it goes in the dirt or in an urn or wherever your family decides to put you after this body is done. The energy of you lives forever. When you trust yourself and when you learn to listen to yourself, when you allow you to love you and nurture you, that's your soul lighting the way for you. So allow yourself to be guided by your soul's compass. Your angels are watching over you. All you have to do is ask for help. And you haven't lost your way. Even if someone wanted to put a little doubt inside of you, that's them. You haven't lost your way. You just know. I just saw this, and I'm going to be honest, I just saw this little person pop up here. Let me tell you what they do. They come up here, they listen to the readings, then they try to record the readings, put it in the AI, and make these little cartoon figurines and put some of my readings in there. Then you have the tarot readers that also take my readings and make it a part of theirs. So we have this person that does AI that's up here right now. And babe, come here, because I don't want to give them credit and say their name, because I want you to definitely block this bitch. But that's what they've been doing. They've been taking my readings, trying to reword just a little bit. And when they reword them, they put them and make them a part of their AIs and put these really cute ass, really cute. I'm going to write the name. They put these really cute figures, but they're my readings. And what's crazy is I tell you stories about my life. So you're taking my life, making stories out of them. And it's crazy. I told you life stories about my family. If I'm doing a reading and if I can say to you and let you know that 1000% that I understand, that I resonate with your reading, regardless if it's my sign or not, I'm always going to use me as the best example. But a lot of these tarot readers have been, and what's crazy is wild. They're so ignorant. They use word for word. They don't even know how to plagiarize properly. You know how when you're in school, I'm talking about like middle school, high school, and you don't want to read the book, so you go to the back cover and you try to summarize it and write out as much as you can of what you think the book is going to be about, right? They don't even change the words. They don't even know how to plagiarize properly. And even the people that make these little videos of the old grandmas and the little figures, they use word for word. But the Chinese, they gotten a little smarter. Asians, whatever, they gotten a little smarter. They have started changing some of my words because I guess they hear me complain. But happiness, Cancer, happiness. Besides all of that, here's happiness. Cancer, you're going to be happy, plain and simple. And you're probably already right now happy. You know, even dry days, right? When it's dry, what do? You proceed forward anyway. And then the rain comes, right? To water things a little, to help things to grow. Even on days that feel like, what was me? You still turn lemon into lemonades. But Spirit is saying that you're going to have your sunshine. You're going to have your happiness because the type of energy that you radiate, it's going to flow. It's going to flow into the universe. They feel. They know the desires of the soul. You know, things are unfolding beautifully. And a lot of people be like, well, I can't tell. I can't see. But then you're not there. Then you're not there. When I get up, I already know I'm going to have a beautiful day no matter who tries to get in my way. True story. Sometimes I hold back energy because, you know, cancers, we can snap. We could get down with the best of them. But sometimes I keep my throat chakra closed. But when you do that, that brings in anxiety and high blood pressure because you don't get to say the things that you want. But I can't allow my happiness to be taken away just because someone else can't see. I can see. So happiness is what many cancers desire to have. So your energy and your vitality will increase. You're going to get stronger. You're going to become happier, the happiest you've ever been, because with you meditating to manifest a certain outcome, let me tell you, it's right here. We have intimacy, Cancer, intimacy as the second bonus card. We have intimacy. You know, this is a deep feeling of belonging. And Cancers, I know you all too well. Where do I fit? Where do I belong? Should I even be around these people? Are these people even worthy to be around me? No, you don't have to have $1 million. You don't need $1 for you to have that type of energy, because energy is equal to your happiness. So you, Cancer, you have the type of energy that is a beacon to the saddest souls, to the most toxic souls. Everybody looking for Cancer, the warrior, to fix them, to nurture them, to heal them. And then they come get a little of your energy, and then they are walking out of your life, or they come get a little bit of your energy, then they dog you out, then people come to feed off of you. They come to feed off of you. Those are vampires. We call them vampires. People always come to feed off your energy. But you have allowed it. You have allowed it, Cancer. Because you're like, I can heal them. I can fix them. I can make them see the type of happiness that is here for us. I don't mind sharing. I'm willing. But it depletes you. It drains you to the core of you. Thank you so much, lady. Thank you. But it does. It depletes you. It drains you. Thank you for that heart, too. But it depletes you. It drowns you from the inside. No one can even see that you're drowning because you keep that throat chakra closed. But you have this deep feeling of belonging. But there's someone here that has a deep feeling of belonging somewhere else other than where they are right now. And you're transcending. You're transcending. You're like, if I could, at this present time, I would get up and go and get ready. You're going to be getting up and going. Listen, start packing. Start packing. I'm so serious. Start getting rid of the stuff that you don't need anymore. But at the bottom of the deck's Cancer, we have the Matrix. And I love to see this card, especially as the end game for you, because this is the bottom of the deck. And the Matrix is you are being blinded from the truth. And the truth is that you can't fix everybody, you can't help everybody, and everybody is not going where you're going, Cancer. So do not become a slave to your job, to your neighbors, to your family. Don't become a slave, because you're always giving out the advice, the money, the time, the energy, the love, the nurturing. And Spirit is like, no more. This is you time. You're like, can we do this together? Because I'm tired of doing it alone. And people don't even see the weight that you carry. Spirit is telling you not to become a slave at all to society. They want you to live in the comfort of certainty, of knowing, using all of your chakras. And when you become acquainted with all of your chakras, guess what happens? It makes you that much more powerful. That I know, that's that crown chakra. I know that I can have my happiness. I see my happiness. That's that third eye. See, you have to see it in the mind's eye. I speak. You speak life over yourself because you have been busy speaking life over others. Spirit is saying that's you becoming a slave, asking for everything for everybody else. But Cancers, what do you want? I speak. Use that throat chakra. I speak happiness into my existence. That heart chakra, which is combined with the soul chakra, that's that I love. I love the feeling of being happy. And I love the feeling of knowing that that's all I desire. That solar plexus chakra, I have my happiness. And I know that it comes from within me. You've given it out and wasted it on a lot of people. That's those vampires that come to take your energy because they know that you are so eager to forgive. You are so trusting to give chance after chance, time after time. But Spirit is saying that that sacred chakra, that I feel, that happiness when people are around you, that energy is not there. You actually feel that they don't belong near you. But then the other part of you is like, I can fix them. I can make them better. And that's the problem. Always trying to fix someone. So the happiness, when you know that you get this feeling of, I don't like this person. I don't like their energy. I don't want them around me in my house, in my car, whatever. You have to learn how to start pushing them away instead of holding on to what doesn't serve you, that doesn't belong to you. Because some people see your light shining and they want to dim it. They come to dim it. Why is Cancer so happy? Why doesn't anything get Cancer down? Oh, Cancer is not paying attention to life, to the world. Oh my goodness. And they don't know that you carry that on the inside. Cancers, I am happiness. I am That's that root chakra, that grounded chakra that a lot of people, it takes them a little longer than us to get to. You're grounded. You're grounded because you desire to be happy. And if I went one more under the matrix card, it would be travel. Cancer, somebody is traveling. I told you, somebody is moving. Somebody is getting the heck away from people. So go someplace where you've never been, Cancer. And for someone else, an adventure awaits you. Traveling is going to make you feel at peace too. You know, it's going to make you feel at peace. I'm going to pull one more card to close this reading. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for your time. And the young lady says she spent 100 minutes with me. I thank you. Let me tell you, I thank you. My readings are long, but I try to give as much information as I possibly can. I promise you that. I try to give as much information as I possibly can. So the most important thing for me is time. And I thank you for your time. When I come to my desk to do my readings, my husband and my daughter, they're like, oh, she's going to be there forever. Yes, I want to give you this right here for free. I do. A lot of people cannot afford to have a personal reading. Some people can't afford to do Patreon, even if Patreon is $5, $10, right? It may not be in their budget. So for me, I want to give it to you all right here. And if I ever have a part 2, that shit is free too. It's free. On YouTube, on TikTok, it's free. But I do have a personal website where a person can book a private reading with me, and that's not free. But on these platforms, it is. And I've gotten so many great people who have book readings with me. Oh my goodness, I surely have. And that we have stayed in communication, or they text me and let me know something I said to them that it came to pass. But I don't leave anybody hanging after a reading, let me tell you. But the card that came out is the number 2. This is Angel. Angel. I told you your angels are right here with you. All you have to do is call on them. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Remember the guiding light card? Same thing. The guiding light card. I told you this is my favorite card because guess what? Your angels are watching over you. This is nothing but confirmation, Cancer. Nothing but confirmation. Listen, my mother has crossed over. My father has crossed over. My sister has crossed over. And man, oh man, do I call upon them every single day. Every day, even if it's just to say, hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Now, I don't all the time call my dad Dad. Sometimes I call him by his real name. I do. I do. And my sis, hey, sis. When I'm doing a reading, I may call a specific person for a specific reading. But the number 2 is a powerful number. That means inner peace. That's that happiness. Because when you have that inner peace, you have that happiness, positive energy, and finding your divine purpose. Angel number 2 represents cooperation and balance. And Spirit says that you are in alignment with your power. You are. So it's time for you to use it. So you should have faith and never give up, Cancer, no matter how difficult something may appear to be. But remember, Spirit also says nothing is going to be able to get in your way. not even your enemies. So you must remain focused on the task at hand. Remember that breakthrough energy. And the new life is already promised. So listen, suddenly something is coming to fruition for you. At the bottom of the deck, now this is my favorite card again, the number 12. This is the Full card. I love the Full and the traditional Rider-Waite deck. I love the Full card. That means have the courage to embrace change, take risk, and be adventurous. Take risks. Take risks, take risks, take risks. You know, when I was, you know, it's a true story when they tell you, and if you have heard, that we get to pick our parents. It's a true story. When I tell you my memory bank is open, my memory bank is open. And my husband, he's watching right now, so he'll probably be shocked that I'm even sharing this story with you. You know, before we come into this realm, before we come to be in existence, some of us can remember. We don't call that a past life because that's who you are right now. So that would not be a past life. Some people can actually remember picking their parents. And I am that person. I am one of them. Before I came to this life, I was shown a group of people. I was. And it was this beautiful woman. And she had 2 daughters. And one of the daughters, man, oh man, I was attracted to her smile. But she had the same smile as her mother. And there were other adults there. And I saw my dad, but it wasn't a biggie with my dad. And excuse me, Dad, I wasn't looking at him like that. It was the energy of the woman. And it was the energy of one of her little girls. I'll never forget, it was a line of babies. And in this line of babies, some came in 2 and some were singular. And they were in group formations. I'm not really going to go all the way through the details, but I picked my mom. I sure did. It didn't matter what she had versus what she didn't. It was the energy. And then there was this certain person with me. And we were supposed to go together. And we did not because of me. And so understand that there is no such thing as time, which I've tried to explain this to many people. In this realm, yes, we live by time. In other realms, there is no such thing as time. So while I held up the line of children, being that there's no such thing as time, months had passed while I was still sitting there being encouraged to go. And then I finally decided to go with the family. And through the good, the bad, and the ugly, man, nobody still to this day can tell me anything about my mother. I can talk junk about my mother, but nobody else can. And I know it's a lot of us like that out here, right? We do get to pick our parents. And with us getting to pick our parents, That's the life we chose. And I know they say that for the strongest soldiers, you go through the most. And that's the truth. I speak this to you, Cancers, because we are powerful people, energetically. The saddest part is that a lot of people don't know how to use their powers. When it comes to the manipulation of energy, anytime that somebody hears the word manipulation, you think of it as something bad, to hurt, to harm, to be disloyal. But manipulation of energy is a whole nother level. Is to be in control of the energy that's inside of you, to be able to connect to the outside of you. You know, I have taught many people on how to manipulate energy. And one day I'm sitting on the porch, and I'm not going to say who was on the porch, but because I told the story again, but I said, I want to show you something. And I did. I showed them how to manipulate the energy. Simply moving the leaves, the flowers, allowing the wind. My grandfather taught me that as a child. Maybe a month later, because this person said, I wish I could do all the things you do. And I'm like, you sure? And this person was like, yeah. I was like, well, do it. And I said, all you have to do is just relax. Because to be at one with your power, you can't be angry. You can't be sad. You have to be in alignment with yourself. So just breathe and relax. And you have to feel. Everything is a feeling. And this person moved the leaves, the trees, and they was like, what the heck? I'm like, yeah, we all have this energy in us, but it's how to connect to it, how to use it. And to be able to do those things, you have to stop doubting yourself and connect to your compass. And that's the soul of you. That's the core of your very existence. The flesh will deteriorate, but your soul will live for infinity and beyond. It will never die. You will go beyond this world into others, different realms, because we're energy first. You know, when I was speaking to you guys the other day about our energetic stars, a lot of people didn't even know about it. And a lot of people didn't know that they could be disconnected from their star and people can do a life swap with you. It's called the destiny swap. That's why I'm so careful with who, can I say, fuck with. I'm very careful with who I fuck with. It makes no sense for me to sit in front of a person and kiki like we best friends when I know your ass don't like me. It makes no sense to do that. Like, that's causing harm to myself. You know, a lot of people, when they discuss me outside of my home where I live with my husband and my daughter, they be like, that bitch don't never want company. She don't want nobody in her house. No, bitch, not you. And a lot of these people watch me here, right? And it includes family. Energy. It transforms a house. Your home is alive. I don't care if you live in an apartment. I don't care if you live in a trailer. I don't give a fuck if your ass outside and homeless and live in a tent. Energy. You got to be careful with who you allow in your energy. So if you dog me out, you talk about me, and you spreading harm to try to make it connect to my soul, that's negative energy. And I have to play dodgeball and not let that shit hit me. And who wants to be inside their home where it's supposed to be your peace when you can hear another person's thought? Yes, I do read minds. I read minds. And I don't sit with people who don't fuck with me. It makes no sense. It never made sense. Because I'm going to let you know I don't like you for real. And there are people that my husband played phony with for me. And there are people I played phony with for him. But that's not who he is. And that's not who I am. But we've done it for each other. But we agreed never to do that shit again because it disrupts your energy. It disrupts your energy. True story. We are all energy. And you have to connect back to your power, the source of you, the core of you. And this is your eternal compass, which is your soul. It's your soul. And when you connect to your soul, God's, I'm God. I'm God body. We are all God body. Even in the Bible, the people that believe in the Bible says, for he is that is in you is also in the world. So even the Bible says that your God is inside of you also. I am a deity. We are all deities. Deities are gods. And you haven't even touched the surface on how many gods there are. But know that you are one of them. And no, I'm not a 5%er. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Catholic. I don't do religion. But I am. I am. A lot of people don't even know how to use the terminology. But I am exactly who I say I am. So LeVar Johnson, gods, you better know you won. You have to connect to yourself, the source. And once you connect to the source, you'll be able to connect to the highest source. And when you're able to connect to the highest source, then you'll be able to use all these wonderful tools that are here for us. You'll be able to see, hear, feel, taste, beyond. Beyond. My ears be in houses that I'm miles away from. It's a beautiful thing. People used to say that was unfair. To who? To who? To who? I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to everybody nothing but love and light. Cancers, it's 1:52. It's going to be about 4 or 5 o'clock before I put this video up. Because I have to listen to it again myself. You know what I mean? I'm a Cancer too, and I feel like I need to eat some of this. But thank you. I will be back tonight for a Virgo reading at approximately 7 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the new followers. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Thank you.